4.8b, dividing fractions again. The only difference between the first lesson that we did and this current lesson that we're in right now is instead of just dividing fractions, we're dividing mixed number fractions. Okay, and so your key concept here isn't much different from just multiplying mixed number fractions, as the first thing that we need to do is change the mixed number fraction to an improper fraction. Okay, change the mixed number fraction to an improper fraction, and then multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, and that doesn't change. It's called flip multiplying. Okay, so let's do this first example here, and we need to find 2/3 divided by 5 and 1/3. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this and change the mixed number fraction to an improper fraction. So I have 2/3, and I have to divide that by 5 and 1/3 if I want to change this to an improper fraction. I'm going to go 3 times 5 is 15, plus the 1 is 16. So we've divided by 16 thirds. 16 thirds. Okay, so now we have to do the second step. The second step is to multiply the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second. So I'm going to take 2/3, and now I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is 3. Bring that 16 down here, 3/16. Okay, and I can reduce this before I multiply, make it a little easier on myself. 3 goes into itself once, 2 goes into itself once, and 8 times into 16. And then I multiply and I get 1/8. 1/8. So 2/3 divided by 5 and 1/3 is 1/8. Alright, so let's do example 2 now. It says we need wood measuring 5 1/4 feet long. How many pieces of that can be cut from a board measuring 16 1/2 feet long? Okay, so we have this really long board. Essentially what we have here is, you don't have to write this down, but we have this really long board that is 16 1/2 feet long. Okay, this whole board is 16 1/2 feet long, which is pretty long. And we need to cut certain amount of boards that are only 5 1/4. Okay, so we just need 5 1/4 feet boards. Okay, and so we want to know is how many 5 1/4 boards can we cut from this 16 1/2 foot long board total. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to take 16 1/2. And I have to divide that by 5 1/4. Okay, and that's the most confusing part, is which fraction is supposed to go where. We're taking the whole board and we want to divide it by just a smaller amount, and that's why you know that 5 1/4 is the divided by part. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change these fractions, these mixed number fractions, to improper fractions. And to do that, I get 2 times 16 is 32, plus 1 is 33. 33 halves. And I'm still dividing by 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Okay, now I'm going to flip multiply. So I have 33 over 2 times 4 over 21. And I can cross cancel. 2 goes into itself once, and 2 goes into 4 twice. And if I multiply this out, we get 66 over 21, and we're celebrating. Let's see here. I think we actually might be able to take out 3 more. So let's reduce this. Yeah, 3 goes into 21 7 times, and 3 goes into 66 22 times. So that reduces to 22 over 7. And I could have cross-canceled those out too if I would have seen that. But the final answer then is 22 sevenths. And if we change that to a mixed number fraction, that would be 3 and 1/7. So really, how many pieces can be cut from a board is just 3 pieces, right? Only 3 pieces. And so we have like a 5 1/4 right here. So this is 1 board. 5 1/4 right here, that's 2 boards, and I have 5 1/4 right here, and that's my 3rd board, and I'd have 1/7 of an inch left over right in this section right here. That would just be my scrap wood. And that's how you solve division of fractions. Woohoo.